I just kept it simple.
Okay, that's good. Wait, simple? Nah.
Yep, that's about as simple as I can get.
I'm just waiting for you to come up. Following line. Are you live?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to come up.
It should be now. Okay. There it goes.
He walked through the trials, the battles, the pain with a love for a country that will always remain. Earned heritage, a story told in metal wooden slate so bold. With hands of strength, a heart of gold, he builds the dreams of a nation's soul. Earned heritage, your light won't fade.
There you are.
For the veterans, you say.
I see you. Late night creating. ... I support veteran families. Hey, yep, that's pretty short and sweet and to the point.
Of course it is.
You're working on Brazen's flag again, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get this done. I wanted to get it in the mail so get something positive, but it's not gonna go out tomorrow. There's just no way.
With hands of strength, a heart of gold, he builds the dreams of a nation.
That looks awesome. Okay, gonna close up the Twitchy side. Gonna play one of the games on my phone.
A story told in metal wooden slate so bold. With hands of strength, a heart of gold, he builds the dreams of a nation's soul. Burn heritage, your light won't fade. A beacon for the veterans, you say.
Doesn't look straight to me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not straight. It's Burnt Song.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see if I can do this without having to pick it up.
In the fields of a virtual farm, he sows his dreams. With a steady hand on the wheel, he's building streams.
Okay.
20 years in service, a soldier so strong. Now he drives through the night where his heart belongs. Through the heat of the battle and the quiet of the plains, he's a hero to many, through joy and through pain. From the army's front lines to the irate tracks,
Ouch.
symbol of strength, no holding back. Healthy box, you're the name that we cheer. Through the farm and the truck stop, you're always near. From the hum of the engine to the roar of the crowd, you built a community that stands so proud. With a soldier's resolve, he works till it's done. On the sim fields of farming, from dusk until sun. Through the mountains and highways, his truck's on the go, hauling load roads of laughter with every show. On the iRacing circuit, he's chasing the thrill with a heart full of courage and an ironclad will. Every lap that he takes is a tribute to those who stood by his side when the battlefield rose. Penalty box, you're the name that we cheer. Through the farm and the truck stop, you're always near. From the hum of the engine to the roar of the crowd, you built a community that stands so proud. Years of service, your flag held high, a veteran spirit that'll never die. In the digital fields, you found your new fight, bringing people together day and night. So here's the penalty box.
Thank you, Mike. Uncle Mike just resubscribed.
Cool, Uncle Mike. You're the. Never mind.
And a smile so wide, you're the leader we follow with pride by your side.
Pappy, what were you going to say? Because now I need to know.
I was gonna say you're the man. Nope,
my God.
Never mind. Didn't want to get his hopes up.
To the roar of the crowd, you built a community that stands so proud. Thank you for your service, Penalty Box.
Yeah, that was something good. I needed that tonight because it's been a crappy day.
She's got neon in her hair and a smile like fire, cruising down the fields on that farming simulator wire. Tractor wheels rolling as the sun dips low. Pink haired demons got the whole field aglow. She's a queen of the
I got a TikTok ban.
pink haired demons got a heart
Of all things.
You know what's sad?
What?
That is absolutely ridiculous because technically, I have no doubt that they're going to go dark Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, basically, technically Sunday they're done. That's the 19th, isn't it?
Yep. Would
I'm
be.
not going to discuss it, but I'm just saying if things play out the way people think, Saturday night they're going to go
I
dark.
have no clue what's going to happen. You know, every time you think things are going to go one way with the court, it goes the other. So, nope, not counting anything, and just going to leave it at that.
A little bit of crazy, but we love that strain. With fire in her eyes and love in her game, she lifts up the crowd, all singing her name. Now the heat's burning hot, tears in her eyes, but pink-haired demons got no compromise. She'll laugh through every round with her people around her. She's homebound. So here's to the girl with the pink hair and dreams, to the field she's harvesting and her fiery scream. She's our pink-haired demon, always staying strong, a gamer, a legend, and this is her song. There's a glow in the night, it's shining so bright. It's solar stream, yeah, she's alive tonight. Her energy's electric, it's a joy to behold. With a heart so big and a spirit so bold. try to sneak or give her a scare. She'll jump and scream, throw her hands in the air. From gaming highs to hilarious lows, she's the queen of the screen, everybody knows. So the lights up the game, brings the fire, brings the fun. From zombies to quests, she's second to none. Her laughter's contagious, her screams fill the air. In the world of extreme, you're always welcome there. She's got the chat alive, it's a virtual rave. Her love for the crew, it's the way she behaves. From epic wins to a misstep or two, her fans keep it real and she loves them too. A sudden jump scare, oh here we go. So the shrieks louder than her gameplay flow. But that's why we love her, she's one of a kind. With a laugh and a heart, you'll never leave her behind. So the lights up the game, brings the fire, brings the fun. From zombies to quests, she's second to none. Her laughter's contagious, her screams fill the air. In the world of extreme, you're always welcome there. Late night grind or morning spree, Solar's the streamer that you've got to see. With every stream she makes it a show. Her love for the game makes her glow, glow, glow. Solar lights up the game, brings the fire, brings the fun. From zombies to quests, she's second to none. Her laughter's contagious, her screams fill the air. In the world of extreme, you're always welcome there.
My nose is running.
Well, catch it before it runs away.
Down in the land of the silver fern, where the stars and the southern cross burn, there's a hero with a gamer spark, saving lives than gaming after dark. Jimmy's her name, a Kiwi so true. In the ambulance, she's coming for you.
Aliens. I'm an alien.
So bright, she's saving the day and streaming all night. Jimmy, Jimmy, shining so bold, the first responder with a heart of
Yep, she comes from the planet Mars.
she plays so free in survival games and her community.
Or was it Venus? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Well, if you can't remember what planet you're from, we're all screwed.
We're all screwed.
Okay. Well,
Controller in hand when the night falls and the work is done. She's crafting, surviving, and having some fun. Her fans all gather to watch her stream, building her world and chasing her dream. Jimmy, Jimmy, shining so bold, a first responder with a heart of gold. She works so hard that she plays so free in survival games in her community. Jimmy, Jimmy, a beacon of light in New Zealand skies. She's burning bright. Through storms and fire, she stands so tall. No challenge too big, no games too small. She loves her fans and they love her too. A Kiwi gamer with a heart so true. Jimmy, Jimmy, shining so bold, a first responder with a heart of gold. She works so hard that she
50 Shades of Hey, you just scared the crap out of me. I forget you're like a super lurker. I love you to bits. Thank you for that.
What'd they do?
Gifted a sub.
Aw.
I have so
That's
much work
cool.
to do now to get back where we need to be.
No derail.
I don't know. It's mostly my fault. Because I just question everything and I get stuck in my head.
Okay. That part, yeah, I guess that could be.
And that could be it is. And then I feel like I'm letting them down.
Let's sit here. I'm not going to sit here blaming you.
I do.
I see other creators taking a day off here and there.
I can't afford to. They're not me. They're not doing what we're doing.
I know. It's a double-edged sword.
I guess you are a super liquor. Right now. But you are very much appreciated, so thank you.
You okay, Nala? Sounds like she had a seizure. In my closet.
Okay. Alright, well, I think this is gonna have to be as straight as it's gonna get, because I don't honestly think it's gonna. And if I mess it up, I'll just suck it up, I guess.
Okay.
As for this, I can't figure out how to get it lined up so that it covers the part I need it to cover up. I guess I'm just gonna have to place it and pray. See, that just doesn't seem like it's centered. You like what? You like the garden flag? I want to try and make like the people who are constantly here and constantly supporting us and constantly like lurking, like super lurker there. I want to try and make stuff for them as a thank you. Because it's that even though they don't feel like they do very much, they actually do a lot. They don't know sometimes what's going on behind the scenes, so.
Treetop flyers there, never saying enough. He's the first to cheer and the last to lead. With his kindness, there's nothing to grieve. From the cockpit to the chat, he's got your back.
I think I'm getting a sore throat now, which is not good.
Uh-oh.
We love our super lurkers anyway. I'm just gonna say that that's probably close. I hope. I mean, I could do it on wood first I don't think it's the same size. I'm so conflicted right now. What do you think?
Hang on. Give me a second to get over there to look. Well, if I can get my phone to work. Oh.
I am not saying super lickers. I said super lurkers. Lurkers. Stop that.
Twitch.
I mean, I could just tape it down and we just say the heck with it and try it.
Hang on, I'm waiting for my picture to come up. Okay. You're talking about on the flag?
No, the ceramic ornament.
Okay.
I'm just afraid it's not centered. Like, that's the only thing that I'm worried about, because the hole needs to be above where, like, on this is his image, so the hole needs to sit, like, right about here, which would be the center. And this is just a 3-inch piece. So I took the 3-inch circle and I had to make it bigger so that the black would run off so that it would cover the whole thing. But I'm just worried that this is not straight.
Yeah, there's no way of knowing until you do it.
That's what I'm afraid of, though.
Ugh.
It's so close.
I mean, the only thing, okay, is there any way that you could put the hole on the page right above where you want it so that you can line it up that way?
You mean the actual, like, do a white dot where it would sit on the black?
Yes.
I can try. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. That way, I mean...
Okay, let's see. So here's to the farmer who's more than a name. Mr. Unforgettable's like nothing came. We'll laugh and love, he's leading the way, making every street feel like a holiday. Okay. So if we do 2. He's the king of the farm, the lord of the land, turning pixels into paradise with his hands. With his friends by his side, the fun never ends. Mr. Unforgettable's the farmer's best friend. He's the king of the farm, the lord of the land, turning pixels into paradise with his hands. With his friends by his side, the fun never ends. Mr. Unforgettable's the farmer's best friend. And then we do a circle. The farmer's best friend. The farmer's best friend. The farmer's best friend. So this is the light that I have. This is a board light that's underneath. But you really can't see underneath. Because if it shows through, which it might. Nope, it's too thick. It's ceramic. See, it's not gonna, there's no hole.
No.
So it's just because that the bowl itself is like so... I can see the red. I don't know if you guys can see it in that. Yeah, you can. You can see the red coming through. So that's coming through is the top of this. So I know if I keep it centered on the bottom, that should be technically the center. And then I can see part of the yellow, which I think then means that that is sitting right about here. Because this is smaller, so I think maybe.
The other question is, do you have a piece of string on hand?
No. Why?
Damn. I was gonna say, if you had a piece of string, you could lay it across that on the center line of where it's going to go, and then you'd be able to lay your. Once you've laid the ornament on the spot, following the string, you'd just be able to pull the string out before you attach it with tape.
I don't know. I'm worried about the bottom of that because the font itself is like so messed up. Like he had to be bougie with his font.
Right.
I'm gonna try this. We'll see if this with the white dot on it will work. And then, yeah, they denied my appeal.
Okay.
So I am TikTok banned until the 21st.
That's all right. We got workarounds.
Okay.
Okay. We got something. Oh.
2.5, 2.1, 2.2. I will figure it out. It's been so long since I've had to worry about this, and this font is just throwing me off.
Yeah, that's why I was just wondering if there's a way to. I don't know.
I think it's so close. I see an acorn.
Hi, Acorn.
How are you? I'm just gonna do it. Because if I get it close, into the night, he says, this time I'll get it right. But we all know he's full of lies. He'll rage quick, then apologize. And when he fishes, he casts out deep, but catches more grass than a ceramic Christmas ornament. But he's just sick. Come on, whiskey, quit being a dick. I've never done one of these ever in my life, and I don't know that it's not going to shatter anyway, so I don't know why I'm freaking out. Other than today has just been a really shitty day. I had a few minutes where we were okay, but then TikTok decided that they were going to do their stupid stuff and
Stupid TikTok.
Yeah. I don't think people understand the mental health damage that they cause by doing that stuff. If you make it so people can't talk about anything, not graphic detail, which could be crossing the border and offensive, but if you make it so people don't want to talk or don't want to reach out for help, you're contributing to them wanting to do that. So we're dealing with veterans in this case, and that's just ridiculous.
I
mean, that would be affecting hundreds of thousands into millions, and we're talking about TikTok, so of course they don't care, but still.
No.
I mean, I shouldn't have to put a warning on my stream either, but I do just because I know that there are people who get offended.
Well, we are the what's the generation that we raised?
I don't remember.
Lollipop and thumb sucking society.
Something. It's making it so that I don't even want to go live anymore. So, and if I don't go live, there's no more KOVH, because that means I'm literally going to park my ass here for the rest of my living life in California, where we literally have the largest population of homeless, and where they're rapidly embracing criminalizing it, which is what this foundation is about. So,
Ground Zero.
yeah. Thumb-sucking society, is that what they're calling it? I don't know. Yeah, it's just, that was frustrating, because you can't do good if you seriously have to backtrack over every single freaking word. I don't understand it.
I don't know either.
I mean, there are so many things we've got wrong that just are so much more important, and I don't think that's one of them. Okay. I also don't want to make it so people don't want to be on my live. I already saw what that was like. I got the payout today. That was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I know.
I can't pay our bills if people are going to not be here, if they don't want to be here, if they keep leaving.
If they feel threatened and run off.
Yeah. I mean, I used to, on Facebook, I used to just title my streams like Real Talk, just because I wanted people to know it could be anything, as long as we keep it respectful, which that's what veterans need right now. That is the whole point of building a community. It's not just a movement. We're supposed to be doing what I have said from day one, building a supportive community that we need to put in every single city in the United States. Right. Nobody else cares. Nobody else is doing it. So if we make it so people don't want to talk, if we make it uncomfortable so people don't feel like if they make mistakes, if they slip up, that they're going to be okay, then we're undoing what we said we were supposed to be doing in the first place.
Right.
It's like we need to be retrained in how to communicate again, and I don't know why. I hate it.
Yes. Nope. Can't say what I was going to say.
Good. Rabbit hole.
No, this wasn't a rabbit hole. This was my generation versus a younger generation not understanding manners and the consequences when you didn't obey.
Acorn Pappy has a gaming computer now, so he's actually able to play the hunting game.
Yeah. Yeah, I got also doing Warframe 1999, checking it out.
And he's not as laggy. Like, I was really impressed. I actually stayed in there for quite a while.
Yeah, I had to take I did take the spinners off and went with the statics. Although I wish I had the static of the web address, but I could type. I
haven't been solo hunting. I usually hunt with other people. Oh, you haven't been around. You wouldn't know. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, that's why I quit the Mississippi map. I was trying last night. I was in such a bad place, and that was a big mistake because it made it so much worse. Like, I'm not okay today either, and I was trying to find something, so I didn't even do anything until I kind of like woke back up about noonish, and then I was like, do I actually want to just go to urgent care and say, please just do something, because I can't stop and my brain is not turning off. And then I saw Pappy was live, and I actually was like, oh, he's playing that game. So I looked, and and it actually wasn't too bad. But I usually, like, I've hunted with Superman and Roger and KJ and Brazen. So, I mean, I haven't been by myself.
Nope. She's been co-oping?
Co-hunting.
Co-hunting?
Co-hunting. I mean, it won't take much to make me cry right now, because it's been like a crappy few days, but co-hunting, yes, co-hunting. But now I'm gonna change the heat press temp because this has got to be in. It says 400 degrees, but it doesn't tell me like for how long. I think it said 30 to 80. That's a huge difference. 30 to 80 seconds.
Interesting.
No, see, this one says 385 to 400 between 120 and 480 seconds. So I've been doing it at 35 seconds.
Okay.
That's not enough. This is the picture that I'm putting on this one, but this is a smaller 3-inch version. Okay. So this says, yeah, I already did. Where's his? Man, I did a dog tag for him. That was yesterday. So I'm doing a garden flag, and then I'm gonna do. This is the first time I've ever done a ceramic ornament. As long as I can figure out the temperature, it should be okay, but I'm thinking it's gonna be a little off. I don't know where it's sitting underneath, so I was trying to fix that. But everybody has different ways of doing it. Let's see. It's not a two-sided either, it's only one. $385 to 400 degrees medium pressure, which I always do it at. So let's see. Bringing smiles and hope, he's earning his name. In a world of machines and the hum of the air, at the heart of the fight, he's always there. In a cancer care center, he keeps. Make sure the print is face side up. Okay, so this says 400 for 75 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, I'm nervous. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. We're just gonna try. It's not gonna hurt. I'll mess it up and mess it up.
It's gonna be fine. Deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ensuring the systems are steady and strong, so the fight against illness can carry along. By night he's a farmer with a keyboard and screen, so a joy in the roads, sharing life in between. To his community, he's more than a friend, a reminder that healing and laughter don't end. Your dad playing in the fields and the streams, turning hard work into digital dreams. In the fight for health and the games we love, he's a beacon of hope, like a star above. Through the pixels and the cables, through the trials and the tears, he's a steady hand calming all our fears. With a laugh and a story, he'll lighten the load. On the toughest of days, he walks the brightest road. Your dad playing in the fields and the streams.
So we have to leave.
Turning hard work into digital dreams.
So I have a little ways.
Okay.
Okay, so It doesn't say anything fancy. It just says medium pressure. Wear heat-resistant gloves. Yeah, I would not try to touch that, baby. That's even going to be hotter than what I've done before. Harley thought, oops. I hope Harley thought didn't think that it was him, because it wasn't him.
Yeah, I know.
Out in the digital countryside where the tractors roam free, there's a man with a big old smile streaming for you and me. A veteran with a story and a heart full.
You okay?
Yep, just laying here, kind of feeling comfy.
I just got a notification
From
TikTok.
and
It says, under further review, your account status has been updated. Your appeal has been approved. We have further reviewed your appeal, and we have fully restored your live access, as you were not promoting self-harm or asking someone to commit the act. You were instead promoting positive mental health awareness, and that is something we can stand behind. Your live access is now ready to use. Happy TikToking.
Gee, I wonder what brought that one on.
Oh my god.
See, now we can go back. Now we can go back to TikTok.
Oh my god.
You won.
I don't usually win those.
You won this one.
Yeah,
So
but
apparently somebody went back and looked at it.
I don't know, but that's never happened before. I mean, it took me a year to get my other account back.
Yeah, that's because somebody else was being an ass.
Yeah, because he was wanting me off TikTok permanently, and he did it.
Yeah, he tried.
No, he did
He
it.
tried.
It was a year.
Yeah, but you had another account though, didn't
All right, let's see. I want to see if it actually is. Oh, yep, no more red check mark.
you?
Live access has been restored!
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so I got some good. Holy crap. 3,340 likes on my video.
Which one?
The firefighter one.
Oh, that's cool.
342 on my. Oh no, the California ones are like super right now.
Yeah.
My mommy's one is 880.
Your mommy's one?
She's got 880 likes.
When she
No,
her?
in this case, because what it was self-harm. It could have been just the mention of that. Like, I know better. This one should have been justified because I didn't choose on TikTok. You have to be really careful when you're talking about the unalive status. You can't use any other words other than that. Unalive status is the only thing you can talk about. And all I simply said was I could not be on Cymbalta because it was making me want those thoughts. And next thing I know is boop, gone. So yeah, that was no bueno. That was like the fastest I think I've ever gotten a banana.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And we were doing really good. We have full smoke. Are you kidding? Like, that's really all we get because we're like on this side. They have made a bunch of progress, which is really, really good. But our winds today, and they're going to continue through tomorrow late. That's not helping. We have 80 to 100 mile an hour winds again. But it's been really cold. So that's not helped me at all either. Plus, my life is just completely coming apart. So I have to try and figure out how to stay busy without exposing myself to things that are going to make me have an even harder time, because I need people, and I don't have many people, but I need people to keep me distracted on positive things so that I don't completely lose it. Like, this is the point where I was afraid of. I thought this was over. I, in no point, thought that we would get the loan mod and have the house back just to be sitting here where if I don't get the money for one more payment, that we are going to lose the whole fight and everything. And then what is the point of this foundation? Because this has never been about this house and me. It's always been about the fact that this has never ever been exposed before. So I have had to document every email, text message, phone call, everything I've done or tried, every time I've called and said something, every time I've begged for people to go check out, a legislative possible bill. So everything I have done is laying the landscape for these families, and that was back in 2014 through 2016. So because nothing is changing and nothing will ever change unless we get the legislation and regulations done. If it's allowed to stand, just like the guy from NPR said, then we're just an isolated case, and they're probably not going to know any better, and they're going to walk away. They're going to not fight for their house. It costs a ton of money, but it's setting precedents, and that's what this is all about. This has to come first. This is not a club. It's supposed to be an everyday show up and do shit job. And it's not paid, it's not fun, but it has to be done because nobody else is doing it. And I'm just losing people left and right. They aren't happy and not having fun in the live anymore. They're afraid to say anything. It's just one thing after another. And if veteran families are not going to share their story, then I have nothing anyway. It's just me. And I've already been told I'm irrelevant. My story doesn't matter. Okay, I get that, but how am I supposed to have them tell their story if they don't even want to come in my lives? So if I lose this, if I don't get help getting this done before the 24th, then this is over. I don't know what else I'm supposed to be able to do, because if everything that I thought I had to do and everything legally that I could do I've done, and we got it back, and then because nothing legislation and regulation wise has changed doesn't change, then I lose everything. That means I'm going to turn 50 and I have failed to do the one thing that I should have been able to do because people should have cared. I already don't want to turn 50, but this is all I have. So I don't think people grasp that when I am so stubborn and protective of this platform and the way that it has to stay and be every day, that's why. The thing is, I've given up a while ago, but I'm trying to hang on to the little bit that I'm trying to do. There is nothing we're going to physically do ourselves that's going to make a difference. We have to keep people in the live. We have to convince them to talk about it and to share. That's what we have to do. If we make this so people don't want to be in the live and it's not fun and they're not going to stay and listen, then we're not going to be able to do what we need to do. I can't do what I need to do, and I have failed. And I really, really don't want the last 10 years of my life to be failing. And that's the way it feels like right now. I absolutely am convinced after the last few weeks that I have made a mistake and that I chose this and it's not going anywhere. I honestly believe the lawyers were right. I am a stupid girl who took on a stupid fight that, while ideally it was a good one and it was important and it is important, it's not going to happen because the majority have excuses and don't care. It is so easy to pick apart what we're doing wrong, but it was working. I did this for 6 years by myself. I got people to support me. We raised $1,000 without even being a 501c3. The 501c3 means jack shit. The only people that actually cared about it are the corporate donors, who may or may not actually donate, who may or may not actually let us work with them, who may or may not let us be eligible for selling kits like Little Caesars. Our mission, what we do every day, if we're trying to raise awareness and have fun and interact and build a community, that's where it's at. There are so many people who are facing so much. I remember one TikTok live after another for 5 or 6 months. I was told nobody wants to hear me anymore because I'm telling the same thing over and over. In fact, it was Mr. Cat that said that. I almost quit then because I thought he was right. I mean, now I have that on my shoulders, plus the bills we have to try and pay. And another person in this house already gave up. It's all on me now. Because of my son, I can't, so I don't have the choice. I have to stay and I have to fight. I can't let them win this. I can't. I don't have anyone offering me money and saying, I will pay this one mortgage payment to get you under the 3 so that you're going to have your time and be okay. I tried that. I've been following and I shared that combat veteran story on TikTok. The father who has a house with home repairs, and he found out exactly what I've been saying since 2016. Even outside of foreclosure, there are next to no, if not very few, funded well enough programs to help veterans fix and repair their homes. I've watched people just slay him on TikTok, calling him out, saying he's stolen valor and talking all kinds of mad crap, rather than getting off their asses and going to see him, checking out the house and seeing what maybe they have that they can do. If you're a contractor and you can go help him, please, for the love of God, go help him. It's disgusting that people actually think that being a 501c3 means something more than what we already were. I've worked my ass off to get the respect that we have built. If people don't want to support us, that's on them. Because I'm forever going to stand behind what's right, and there is so little of that left in this world. There's just so little. And if I quit, if I walk away, I promise you, there will never be anyone else who does this. Never. Because it's not anything anyone else is talking about anywhere else. It's just not. But I don't know how much more that I can take myself, not on top of everything else. I feel like I'm fighting people and things I shouldn't have to.
Friends by the dozen, yeah, they're shouting his name. He's a rebel with a joystick, daring the unknown, pushing all the limits till the cows come home. He's on the edge, yeah, he's living it loud, plowing through the fields, pulling in the crowd. Boundaries are broken, he's always on the run, but when the scare hits, man, he's under the gun.
They can't. I think that's somehow a comfort blanket for them. So the NPR guy, the one that told me I would get my interview on the 6th, the one that bailed on me, he literally, I have the email, I gotta post it in our chat. He literally said, not only did I teach him something because I'm smarter than them, they didn't know that the VASP program excluded veterans who filed bankruptcy after COVID, but that because we were already struggling before, that we're a rare case and that there was nothing special about it because obviously we did something or we didn't do something we should have. The problem is January 1st, we got our loan modification, which pulled our house out of the bankruptcy, so there's no more protection anymore. So then what they did is, in their typical fashion, They knew that we were worn down and we were stressed out. I actually was happy for a few minutes because I thought, oh my God, I can go on with the rest of my life now. I can do the rest of my plan because I can have my freedom. This is over. All I have to do is get things fixed by this summer. How many times did you guys hear me say that? I wanted my son to swim in the pool one more time. Just one more time. I wanted to have it all done by spring. We had to get it up to code. I've said that a million times. I've replayed all my lives. I know I did. It didn't happen because January, February, and March, they sent us statements. And I trusted them. So, honestly, when you get the statement, it has numbers, right? So, we had already filed, because I paid priority mail to get it done, for the veteran exemption to reduce our property tax. It should have reduced it by a small amount. So, January, February, and March, when they sent out the mortgage statements for us to pay each of those 3 months, it was a slightly smaller amount. So I thought, honestly, that that's what it was. That is the mistake I made. Because it wasn't the right amount, we were shorting the payment $500 each of those 3 months. When you're not paying the full mortgage payment, they put it in an escrow account and hold it. And they don't release it until it equals the full payment. 3 weeks after that, everything went up. So our payment went up, which brought us to almost $3,000. They knew we couldn't pay it because they know how much we're making. So those 3 payments literally put us back where we didn't want to be, and there are no more options for us. So here I thought I had actually won. I was even going to close the petition that we started that has over 1,000 signatures because we didn't need it anymore. I had figured out how to win that fight. I could teach them now how to fight to save their homes. Plus, we would still fight to change the legislation and regulation. Except now, they have the upper hand again, because there's nothing that says that they have to do their own self-checking and make sure that their numbers are right. They know there is no way we're going to get caught up. So last month, at the end of the month, when everybody was having a great time celebrating Christmas and I was absolutely miserable, I was stressing out because they told me I could file for a forbearance. Yeah, that's the stuff that got us in this in the first place. So they heaved and hawed. I told them I wanted to file because I needed at least 3 months. They've now told me they were not going to make a decision until January 24th. By then, if we're not got at least one more payment paid, we're going to be 4 payments. That's an automatic bankruptcy dismissal, which means then now not only do I lose everything I can't carry out of the house, we lose the house. He gets punished for something that wasn't his fault. He won't be able to buy a house in the future because his veteran benefits will be stripped in 15. In our case, it's 25%. We don't have the credit. I have solar panels on the roof that they're ready to sue me over, which is $70,000. And my son has suffered for 10 years because we couldn't do hardly anything because there was no moving forward when everyone's holding you backwards. This isn't just about one thing. This is about an entire system that is against veterans while saying we support our veterans. That is what this is about. I don't know what I'm not saying. I don't know what I'm not doing, but I can't even, because of KOVH, I now can't even try and do a fundraiser for me. I can't because it's against the rules. It wouldn't matter anyway because we had a GoFundMe for 6 years when we were only 1 or 2 payments behind and I couldn't get help. This has never been a problem before because we've ignored it, not because it didn't exist. So, on a positive thing, I think if we get paid tomorrow. If I magically manifested at least maybe $1,800 or $1,900 just out of thin air, and I used every dollar of the check tomorrow night, well tonight, then I would just pay the stupid thing. I will figure out groceries, the water, and the electric later. I can't let them win because I worked too hard to get this far, and this wasn't anything he did. This wasn't anything I did. We did everything right. I can prove it. I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff that I can lay out and take photos of. My God, I don't even have to go that far. This right here, in this, all of that, that's just from a week or 2 weeks from the lender stuff. So this is a mailing bag, and that's just from a week or two. I have boxes and boxes. And it doesn't matter because nobody wants to sit in here. And then we fall behind the belief that people have other places to go and live. You know what? If you're lucky, that's great. But that doesn't excuse this because there were too many of these families who don't have that. This is all they have. And now we've added to it the fact that those of them that are here in California, they just lost their homes. They don't even have that. I sat through a TikTok this morning where a veteran was saying he's glad, he hopes it burns off the map. And I was like, are you serious? These families are losing everything. So if you're lucky enough to have a roof over your head and a bed to sleep in every night that you're not having to worry about being taken away tomorrow, you are so freaking lucky. Because there are some of us who have given up food, water, and medical insurance just to try to keep something over their head, and we keep getting it taken from us. So yeah, I made the mistake. I honestly thought people would listen to that. Because I thought maybe if they heard truth that could be proven, they would want to fight with us. I don't care about the 501c3 side of things. I never have. I was doing this long before I was even a nonprofit. I did it all out of pocket. All that matters is that people come and listen and help us spread things around. If I never get a corporate dollar, I actually could live with myself and be okay. They're part of the problem. They pick and choose who they help and who they don't. It's up to us to show them that these lives have values. These families have values. They've already served. And if you haven't and judging them, you're part of the problem. I can connect everything together. I can connect farmers and truckers because they are veterans as well. We have them. First responders and teachers. We can make excuses till we're blue in the face, but unless we do something to help change it, nothing else matters. Nothing. I honestly thought this was over until that happened. And now I know they're laughing because they're like, we're going to get rid of her. They knew they were doing. I didn't know what they were doing, but they did. They know there's no way. We're not going to get help. There's the one guy on the recorded line actually laughed and said, there is no more help for you. You're out of place. He's right.
Wait, the guy on the line with the insurance company laughed at you?
Our underwriter, yep. He said there is no more help for you guys. Yep, he said, I quote, there is no more help for you guys. You can't fight something you can't win. That is what he said.
Heartless.
He said, you should have bought a house you could afford, and you should have gotten a job.
Except you can't work.
They don't care. That's an excuse.
Wow.
You can do everything asked of you and everything right, And it's just, it doesn't matter. I don't ever expect it to come first in anyone's life. I've always had to fight for that. But this isn't about me. This is about my son. This is about all of these families who have younger children. We are not allowed to support politics as an organization. But do you honestly want to, when there is not a single form of it that exists today that has helped us in any way in the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years? There has never been a single, not even a word of legislation to protect veterans from this happening. At no point has anyone ever written anything that does what I wrote in just 3 hours. That goes back to the 1950s. There is no difference in this country. Not when not a single one of them at any point in time has done anything for us. Nothing. That's what 12 years of service in this case gets us. And I have trouble getting people just to stay and listen. I gave up on myself a long time ago. I have made a shit ton of mistakes, and I have way more than made up for them. All I can do is what I can do and hope that people help. And I just don't think that's going to happen anymore. We've missed every deadline that we have tried to tell people needed to have happen. And now it's just going to be a matter of doing as much fundraising as we can and getting as much money coming in so that we can help them try and not be stuck in a horrible place while everybody continues to ignore them. I'm going to go check that. I'll be right back.
All right.
The breeze making farms grow and foes hit their knees. Sweet but strong with her smile so true. In every battle she'll see it through. She's got that balance, that beauty and might. Soft as the dawn and fierce as the night. From a fight, she gives it her all. Oh, Becky spirit stands strong and tall. Oh, that key, she's sweet as can be. There's a guy we know, a legend in the scene, running those fields like he's 17, with a laugh so loud you can't ignore. He's the kid at heart we all adore. When the game loads up and the sun goes down, he's the life of the party, the king of the town. Fans and friends gather, the fun begins, cause with him every day's a win. He's refused to age, never growing old, with a heart so big it's made of gold. On the farm or the stream, he's living free, playing games with the world, just wait and see. Refused to age, yeah, that's the name. Forever young, he's changing the game. Tractors roll and the harvest is fine, but it's the joy he sows that really shines. Shine lights up and when the jokes fly fast with refuse to age. Good vibes always last. No wrinkles to worry, no time for tears. Just fields of laughter and endless cheers. Every stream's a story, a memory made with the kid at heart who never fades. He's refused to age, never growing old. With a heart so big it's made of gold. On the farm or the stream, he's living free, playing games with the world. Just wait and see. Refused to age, yeah, that's the name. Forever young, he's changing the game. He's refused to age, never growing old. With a heart so big it's made of gold. On the farm or the stream, he's living free, playing games with the world. Just wait and see. Refused to age, yeah, that's the name. Forever young, he's changing the game. Age is just a number, life's a crazy ride. He's got the energy to turn the tide. With his fans by his side, he's a shooting star. No matter where he goes, we know he'll go far. He's refused to age, never growing old. With a heart so big, it's made of gold. On the farm or the stream, he's living free, playing games with the world. Just wait and see. Refused to age, yeah, that's the name. Forever young, he's changing the game. So here's to the streamer who keeps us young, with laughter and love in every song sung. Refused to age, may your joy never end. Our kid at heart, our forever friend.
You all right, Nala?
I don't need to crack though, so that's plus.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just curious to see what it looks like.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to burn your hands off doing that.
No, I will be yelled at.
Yep. I mean, how many times have I said, Amy?
Good
gloves.
night, 50 Shades. Thank you
50.
again for the gifted sub. You darn super lurker, you. We have some amazing people.
Yep, we do.
I don't know how long I have to wait, but we're just gonna let it cool. The porcelain to cool.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you were talking about.
It's got all of the heat on it, so.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we shouldn't reset and try and do TikTok too.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, it's sad, but actually TikTok is making more money now than Twitch is.
Yeah, I know.
I don't need sleep anyway. I haven't really slept much.
I'll be going to sleep here in about...
You don't have to stay. I'll be fine.
I got about 45 minutes. I'm going to lay down. Well, close my eyes anyways. I'm already laying down, but I'm now wanting to see if the ornament turned out right.
It can't not turn out right. It's just if it's straight.
It just might be a little off crooked.
Maybe. I don't know how to fix
Which,
that
I
if it
mean,
is.
we're talking about brazen. Come on.
He's always crooked. Are you saying Grayson is crooked?
No, I wouldn't say that about a friend. He's just off. He's just a little off center.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Maybe a little crook.
Well, I have to move this down because it's too high. So,
What, the image?
yep. So now it's going to be an issue of trying to get everything lined up again.
Just when you thought it was safe to move on to the next subject. His images are being bad.
Yeah, he's got a complicated one. It's that font.
Yeah. I would like to take the one that was the picture that I'm using with mine and have my name put on it somehow.
The Eskimo one?
The
Eskimo one?
No, not the Eskimo one. Amy?
Not today, Pappy. Not today.
Okay, Lilo?
Alright, let's see if that looks better.
What the heck did I just do?
That looks good enough, I guess. Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. Huh?
I may have to use water because I think it's sticking to the bottom one. We'll see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is really hot.
Take us away, fly us to brighter days. With your wings and your spark so true, the sky's the limit and we're with you.
That's not a good sign.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to soak it.
What, to cool it off? Ooh.
Yeah, but it looks like it took it.
That's good. Just so then you gotta soak. You say you gotta soak it so it'll come off.
Maybe. See in a second. It might might be able to get it if I'm careful.
Okay.
It's still warm. I'm gonna have to soak it. Okay, let me get some water really quick.
Okay.
Shines through and through. He's not just a player, he's building a team, helping his brothers chase their dreams. For the bats who are lost, he's a friend they find, a champion of the hearts, a leader of minds. Unbroken man, a heart so strong. Through the darkest nights he's carried on. A soldier's soul, a hero's flame, helping others rise through the pain. A broken man, a guiding light. Through the gates he streams, he fights the fight. With every laugh and every kill, he proves the spirit's unbroken still. Through every battle, every tear, he's the one who whispers, I'm still here. For the brothers who fall, and he carries their name. Unbroken vet in their honor plays the game. Unbroken vet, a heart so strong. Through the darkest nights he's carried on in doubt. All the brothers who fall, and he stand with you. For the lives you chase, for all you do. In a world full of battles, he shines so bright. A beacon of hope, a warrior in the night. With a controller in hand and a heart full of grace, he fights for joy in every space. Call of Duty's his background, but it's more than a game. Spreading God's love, he's making a name. Through the laughter and light, his mission is clear. To lift up the broken, to wipe away fear. Unceasing dragon, your fire burns strong, lighting up the world with your faith-filled song. High energy streaming, your passion inspires. A heart full of love, fueled by holy fire. From the mountains of Verdance to the streams we see, his joy's contagious, setting spirits free. Every victory sweet, but his purpose is true. To remind us of the love that's waiting for you. He's more than a gamer, he's a guide on the way, sharing God's wisdom in the games that he plays. With every high five and every bright smile, he's building a kingdom that'll last a while. Unceasing dragon, your fire burns strong, lighting up the world with your faith-filled song. High energy streaming, your passion inspires. A heart full of love, fueled by holy fire. By holy fire. When the darkness closes and he won't back down, he's a soldier of joy in this battleground, spreading peace with his laughter, hope with his words. Through every stream, his purpose is heard.
Good so far, though.
Unceasing dragon, your fire burns strong, lighting up the world with your faith-filled song. High energy streaming, your passion inspires. A heart full of love, fueled by holy fire. By holy fire. So let the dragon roar, let his light shine. A testament of love in the grand design. Through Call of Duty in every stream, he's a living reflection of the ultimate dream. Oh, my holy fire. So let the dragon roar, let his light shine. A testament of love in the grand design. Through Call of Duty in every stream, he's a living reflection of the ultimate dream. Oh, my holy fire. Oh, when the darkness closes in, he won't back down. Oh, he's a soldier of joy in this battleground.